This screencast will focus on how to add assignments to a gradebook. To begin, you need to have all gradebooks set up, and your gradebooks have to have categories in order for assignments to be created. In order to add an assignment, I can go to the gradebook that I'm looking for, so say period 2. If I click class, it will take me to the entire class. I'll show you now. But nothing will show up. There's nothing on this screen because there are no assignments to track student progress. And you'll notice that the screen prompts you to add an assignment. You can also add assignments by using the large blue toolbar at the top where it says Assignments. So if I click Add Assignments, it'll take me to the Assignments page. You'll also notice that this is the same page that I would get taken to if I went into Manage Gradebook. In order to add an assignment, I have 3 options. I can make one up now. I can use an assignment from another gradebook and push it into this one, or I can import an assignment into this gradebook. I'm going to click Add Assignment. On the Add Assignment page, it'll tell you the number of the assignment. You can give this assignment a name. So if I was teaching PE and I was trying to track the progress for week 1 of my students, I may title this Week 1. You can describe something about the assignment. You can label the type of assignment as formative or summative. This is the most important part. I need to add the assignment into one of the categories that I've made. When I click on the drop-down menu, all of the categories I made, participation, homework, classwork, etc., show up. Because this is titled Week 1 and I'm trying to track a student's progress, I want participation, so I'll click here. I have the option to make this assignment extra credit. I have the date it's assigned. The due date automatically goes to be the following school day. If you wanted to change the due date, you can click on the little calendar to the right of the due date button, and it'll give you a drop down of the calendar. You can change the months by scrolling right or left. And to choose a due date, say the 9th, I would just click on August 9th and it would automatically change the due date. The next section is number correct possible versus points possible. It could be that the number of correct possible is 40. If I want the points possible to be 40, I'd click 40 here as well. However, on this particular assignment, there may have been 40 possible, but I may only count it as 30 points of credit. Below here, I can say that grading is completed, and these 2 boxes say it's visible and score visible to Portal. This is describing what the student or the parent could see in their portal. Unclicking them would make this assignment invisible. However, it would still affect the student's grade. Once I have set all the requirements for my assignment, I can save it. I can save and add new. Means it will save this assignment and automatically pull the screen up again for me to start loading new information about another assignment. This is useful if I'm trying to input multiple assignments at once. Or I can just save the assignment and then close to the dashboard screen. When I close, it lists all the information I just plugged in about the assignment. The numbered assignment, the name I gave it, the day it's due, the category it's going into, and if I've completed it or not. If I wanted to edit this assignment, I use the toolbar on the left to click Edit, or enter marks. So if I have the assignment already scored and would like to enter in scores by student, I can click Enter Marks. Another way that I could enter scores for student is by going to the top toolbar in blue, where it says Scores by Class. By clicking on Scores by Class, it'll pull up a smaller screen. Now before, the screen prompted me to add assignments. Now that assignment has been added, I can add in a score for an individual student. I can plug in a student's score by clicking on the white space next to their name and plugging in the score that I recorded. by pressing the down arrow on my keyboard or by taking my mouse and clicking the next box, I can plug in the score for the next student. If I go back into the view where I can edit the assignment, I can click Enter Scores this way. For many, inputting the scores individually can cause a lot of error and take a lot of time. If you click this Show More button at the bottom, it'll give you some more options for inputting a student's score. I can import the scores from a file. I could export them to Excel once they're all plugged in. But what's going to be most helpful is to mass assign values or quick data entry. If I mass assign values, what that means is that if most students scored a 25 out of 30, I could click this and set the number of correct to 25 or set the number correct to what it was. And it will mass change everyone to 30. And then I can go back and make small changes to students who didn't quite have 30. Or the other option is to do quick data entry. When I click on quick data entry, it allows me to select by student and then input their number of correct. All are options for when I'm inputting student scores. If you look into the students drop-down, there's other information that can be in the assignment. There can be comments left for a student. So for instance, maybe this student didn't finish the assignment, and I can make a note to both myself and the parent that they didn't finish. It'll have if a student was ill and help me track students that maybe were absent the day that I assigned it or the day it was due. When I'm done inputting a student's scores, I can click this button that says Show Less to bring me back to my original screen. And then I can go back to my Scores by Class page. What's different about the Assignments tab versus the Scores by Class is that Scores by Class will show me all of the assignments that I made for every student. It will track the percentage correct they got on each assignment and give them a mark. This will be a running total of their grade with each assignment that gets added. At the bottom of the page, it'll show the class average on the assignment with both the mark and the percentage. If I wanted to add another assignment, I could go up to the Assignment tab. When I click it, I can search for an assignment that I've already made. I can access a previous assignment I've already made, or I can add a new assignment. So I'll click Add Assignment. This time, maybe I'm putting in a test. It's test number 1. This is a summative assessment, and it's part of the test category. So I'm going to scroll through the category section and find tests. The day it's assigned and the day it's due is fine, so I'll plug in the points possible. We'll say this one's worth 60, and then we'll save and close. After I add that second assignment, you'll notice that it gets added to this toolbar. We've also ended up in a new tab. You'll notice at the top of the blue toolbar, Scores by Class has been highlighted. This is where you're taken after you make new assignments. My new assignment is actually before my week 1 assignment. This is due to the way that the gradebook is organized, and it's easily changeable. I can go to Sorting By and change how I've sorted my students and how I've sorted my assignments. I could choose to have my assignments sorted by category. If you click the drop-down menu, it'll give you options on how you want this sorted. I'll keep it sorted by student name so that my students are still alphabetical in the list going down. However, I can sort my assignments based upon the due date or the assignment number. If I choose assignment number and then press sort, it'll change this to view the assignments in the order that I listed them. This was assignment 1 and this one was assignment 2. This concludes the adding assignment video.